Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today, we are going to discuss my favorite Star Wars video game of all time, Jedi Fallen Order. But before I get into that, I'd like to give a massive shout out to a Star Wars YouTuber, Cal Kestis. He makes all kinds of Star Wars content, like lightsaber reviews, drawings, vlogs, and more. He even starred in a fan-made Cal Kestis movie that takes place 6 months after the events of the first game. I've seen the movie myself and it's absolutely amazing. And if you too are a diehard Jedi Fallen Order fan like me, you're going to love this movie as well. Also, he just recently announced a sequel is in the works, so get ready to mark those calendars soon. Oh, before I forget, he also has a podcast, and I believe it's called the Cal Kestis Podcast, so be sure to check that out as well. Please go show him all the love and support, guys, because he deserves it. His channel is criminally underrated, and he deserves all the support he can get. I'll leave a link to his channel and movie and podcast in the description below. So, as you can tell from the title of this video, I'm obviously a big Jedi Fallen Order fan, which is why I decided to make a story time video about it. Yeah, story time, I know, it sounds corny, but I have to talk about it, and I want to bond with other fans who love it just as much as I do. Well, my Padawan learners, I hope you've got your popcorn and blue milk ready, because it is story time. In case you couldn't already tell, Star Wars is a franchise so near and dear to my heart. I've practically grown up with it, and I obviously had no idea at the time what I was getting myself into as a kid in terms of the fandom and internet later on. So as time went on and the sequels finally released, personally, I was pretty disappointed with the films. Don't come at me, okay? I know I'm not the only one who feels that way. Anyway, sorry, I'm getting sidetracked here. Yeah, so I was already feeling myself drifting away from the franchise, but it all changed when Jedi Fallen Order released. To be perfectly honest with you, I had no intentions of looking into this game until my older brother showed me the trailer and I was like, oh my god, I have to get it. About 2 months after the game released, I finally got my hands on it and man, was I instantly hooked. The game tells the story of a Jedi Padawan named Cal Kestis. He survived Order 66 and is in hiding, but that all drastically changes when he's suddenly caught using his Force powers and is now on the run from the Empire. The journey begins when Cal goes on a quest to uncover a holocron containing a list of the next generation of Jedi, while he's also trying to deal with his past trauma. Over the course of the game, Cal encounters many different planets, enemies, and even a few allies. Seems like a pretty simple, straightforward Jedi story, right? Well, it's more than that. Everyone likes to think that being a Jedi is the fact that they're just guardians of the galaxy swinging a lightsaber around. As I mentioned before, Cal is dealing with past trauma, but he eventually overcomes it by growing, reaching out to others, and trusting himself that he is strong enough to overcome anything. Even if he has failed in the past, in spite of all that, he uses his gifts to inspire others and turn it into power. The underlying messages and themes in this story all reflect into a life message, which is why we all gravitate towards it. It tells a human story. We've all gone through some type of failure in our life to the point where we want to just give up on our dreams and quit. But failure is part of the path and is entirely necessary, but it's a powerful reminder to keep going. Even beyond those of us who deal with trauma, we all have a choice when we wake up every day to keep going and fighting, and that truly makes us who we are. And to put all of that in a video game? Like, wow, that's pretty deep. The game constantly reminds us that being a Jedi is more than having a lightsaber. It's about learning to trust others and trust in the Force while coming together for a mutual purpose, and to trust in the fact that ultimately, when you do the work, then maybe, just maybe, the tides will change. Truly, Jedi Fallen Order's story captivates genuine hope the same kind of hope Star Wars is all about and the messages they convey in their storytelling. By the end of the game, we see Cal Kestis really grow into his own and become a new type of Jedi, one that understands the balance between the old and the new, which is where Star Wars is kind of currently at. Sure, not every story is perfect and no one will ever be truly satisfied, but there still is hope for good future stories. It's just nice to see that little Star Wars content like this sparks up conversations again and forge new and old bonds with you guys, the fans. This is the true definition of what Star Wars is all about and why I celebrate Jedi Fallen Order. Sure, the game has its flaws in terms of the navigation, but I honestly loved everything about the game itself, including the combat. I really felt like I was a Jedi, even though I was just pressing buttons from a controller. Wow, yeah, this game is beautiful in every way, and I cannot wait for the sequel to come out next year. Okay, sorry, I'm gonna start wrapping up this video. I'm getting too sidetracked here. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you liked it. What is your favorite thing about Jedi Fallen Order? Tell me in the comment section below. That's all for now, my Padawan learners. May the Force be with you, always.